he sets to throw it. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 40. 12 yards there and a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Throwing on first down is Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Murray. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Murray. Steps away. This is caught. Watkins. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's complete right around the 8. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Gonzalez's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
At the 50-yard line.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Cardinals 3.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he was in the hole or on the perimeter. I expect him to get to 1,000 yards rushing this season.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Singletary, the ball carrier, brought down at the 23-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. That'll bring up 4th down after back-to-back-to-back 3-yard pickups.
It's now 4th down.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt.
36-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are going to tie the game at 3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out. We get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that
really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
A gain of
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run here with Singletary. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From midfield, here's Allen. Then he finds Beasley, complete.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing now is Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Singletary, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Singletary, the Bills.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jordan Phillips with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, That's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give it to Singletary here to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Bills ball carrier.
Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And the Bills first down.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Singletary again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And it's 3rd down.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And he's got some space here. The 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
The score, Cardinals 17.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense...
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Somebody said it's over.
On the give, this is
Good
Singletary.
one. Can't win the
He's
whole
taken
game
down,
now.
but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
On the tackle.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
To throw, it's Allen. Complete. Smith has it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st down, Buffalo.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
And it's 3rd.
You don't see too many pass-catching fullbacks nowadays, partner. In fact, you don't see too many fullbacks, period.
Good news, though, he does have decent hands, and we saw it right there on display. He may try. Allen hit. He lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Out of bounds. The offense retains possession.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary, a 1st down and more. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range, but couldn't quite.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Right from the pack.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
Bills 12. Tyler Bass.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Right through it.
Boom, bam, biff.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback.
Great.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41.
Kenyon Drake.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Drake. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Then a yard.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And this will depend on the mark.
Get the
I'm not
fuck
sure he
out of
pushed the
here.
line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Singletary. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right.
No!
It's complete to Diggs. They find some open field here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're going to. And he takes it in.
Oh, they just gave this nigga this lucky ass shit.
Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went 4-on-4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
We'll see what his offense can do. On 1st down, Drake, and he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Murray, and he hits Drake. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
He can run for it, and he will. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Murray going to fire one out wide. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call.
That was
the opportunity to either hand it inside,
They just
keep it himself to run it,
pass.
or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Oh, shit, I threw that shit to
Complete out to
Andy.
Isabella. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Wow.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
Well, there's someone who's running the football with a big smile on his face, and that's Kenyon Drake, because you remember last year he was in Miami, wasn't getting many carries, not a lot of success, but in midseason ended up in Arizona and became a huge weapon for the Cardinals. 8 touchdowns the second half of the season, utilized really well. Big-time skilled player who can run it and catch it out of the backfield. He has finally found a home and a place for his talents.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a first down in field goal range already. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down now. It's Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Murray again.
Trust the O-line.
He will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Back to throw. Murray. Flushed out right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
That makes the score Cardinals 25.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
5-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Allen to throw.
What? Him up.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And Diggs has it. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Allen off the play fake. He's going to let it fly.
Everything in front of you.
Oh, a crusher.
Everything in front of you.
Jalen Thompson picks it. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Arizona, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. They will hit the road next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Maybe